on grand final nights of the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series. An amazing sight that it is down the back straight with the 24 of them rolling down right now. And of course, they are flanked by the John Day Utes with fireworks coming off the fronts. And fireworks. There's been a big showing tonight here at the Motorplex. It's an amazing sight. It is something that we here in the West do so well. Fans on their feet.
Is this where I say no one does it better than the Motorplex?
No one does it better than the Motorplex, Jason Crow. You know it. Here we go. Callum Williamson on the outside, gets the slingshot, but can't get his way past Kingshot on the opening front straight.
Oh, fence.
Kingshot manages to get his way through, sneaks away. Harding further back with Priolo on a bit of a charge, but it's Kingshot who leads. Then it's Williamson, Harding. Manders is trying to chase after Andrew Priolo. Then further back to Taylor Milling and Trent Pigton. Here comes Priolo up on the inside of the 60 car of Caden Manders, but Caden Manders manages to hold on.
Well, I can't believe they all got through. Jai Corbett almost hit the fence back in the field as they start to open up now. The 2 car, so that allows Williamson to sneak that little bit closer, 4 laps down.
And Williamson hits the front as they come out of Mobile 1. Williamson is upside down. Williamson hit the fence, he slid into the lead, clobbered the wall, and that is all she wrote. So Williamson's on his side up there in turn number 4 coming out of Mobile 1. May well be done for the night. He's down with Chris. He's smiling. He seems to be okay. Let's go down to Chris.
You summed it up in 2 words off camera real quick, but what happened, mate?
I just messed up. I wanted to get the win. Win or bin it. Definitely binned it, but that was fun while it lasted.
It was fun for about the 3/4 quarter of a lap that it lasted, mate. You're going out on a high because the fans are behind you anyway, but a DNF it is tonight.
No, I wish I could put a bit more of a show on, but you got some really good drivers out there and they'll get the job done for you guys. But yeah, cheers to everyone coming out for the whole year. Great to see you all here and can't wait to see you all next year.
Daniel Harding. Manders is upstairs, as is Andrew Priolo. Down into turn number 1 and 2. And Kingshot has got great speed in that 2 car tonight. He flies away. Here comes Manders. Goes underneath the Harding. Harding and Manders side by side out of turn number 2. Down into TD Granny Flats, turn number 1. Manders goes into 2nd. Harding back to 3rd. Andrew Priolo 4th. Dane Kingshot splits the scene. Here comes Manders and Harding again. Yellow lights are on. And we have got ourselves...
The 4.
The 4 of... the 17, Jai Corbett. Jai Corbett's gone around. He went over the gate again as we go green. Manders, Harding, then Priolo and Taylor Milling, the first 5 as they run down into the TD Granny Flats and Modular Homes turn. Our race leader is Dane Kingshot. 2nd place is that of Manders and Harding coming again. We've done half a dozen. 24 laps to go.
So once again, Dane Kingshot.
It won't be long, I don't reckon, before he's moving up into 2nd place and chasing after our race leader, who's been able to put a bit of a gap on them out in front. He's slicing his way through, and we've got trouble. The 17 car out of action this time. It is Jai Corbett who will be going, you would think, out of the race. 2nd time for the stoppage, and normally it is infield time. And all of a sudden, that trip, that dash across the Nullarbor may well have ended right there.
The rear end has had it, you'd suggest, and it's not fun for Jai Corbett. A very late call up for Jai. There is the damage on that back right of the tail tank, and unfortunately...
He started from a similar spot each and every time. A tactic. Harding drives down underneath the 2nd place car. Does he get the speed? Yes, he does. Into the fence goes Milling, and the others will get around him, but the race will again probably come to a halt as Milling is going to be parked up. He's still rolling along. Will they get him off the racetrack? No. It's probably a situation where the front might have something to say about this. That's what I'm going to predict. Here we go. We're back underway, and they're going hard here in the main straight. And hanging on is Manders here this time, washing off lots of speed. There was the 18 in Daniel Harding, just when I gave him a pump up as they come around turn number 4 here into the main straight. Well, can I get my 2 laps done? That's the big question. They've done 1. Dane Kingshot, as you can see, out there high, wide and handsome. Now he's staying down on the low line again, is Manders. Maybe looking for some drive down there.
As now they go around the outside of the 7 car, which is Rod Howe, and Manders is coming like a freight train. He hits the front. Dane Kingshot fights back, but Manders takes the lead with 18 down.
Couple of speed car champs that are absolutely throwing everything at it in the sprint cars, and it's Caden Manders in the J&S Drilling car number 60 who now holds the lead from Dane Kingshot, who is now under a whole lot of pressure from Daniel Harding further back. So the series champion is going to have a few problems towards the back end. 2 seconds. So it's Manders from Kingshot from Harding, and a very slowing car. That is the 6 of Todd Davis coming out of the race.
So Davis goes out. He joins many that have succumbed to the racing action as the track goes black. You can see that the rubber is being laid down here on the Perth Motorplex, but Caden Manders, 27 laps down. He has got 3 to go to take the grand final feature race. At the championship will go to Dane Kingshot, though. He will win that championship here at the Motorplex. As out of turn come number 4, our race leader. The number 4 car goes out as well. Cameron McKenzie's had to retire.
Yes, and McKenzie joins a list of retirees late in the race, but Caden Manders has driven away with this one. He'll come out at turn number 4. The white lights will come on in the grand final here at the Motorplex, and Caden Manders goes down into turn number 1. He hasn't won a race this season in the sprint cars. He finished 2nd only last weekend, but tonight he wins the grand final here in Perth. Put your hands together. Caden Manders first, and coming out of turn number 4 is the series champion, Dane Kingshot 2nd. James Inglis, a brilliant drive, got up for 3rd. He'll be the runner-up in the series. Daniel Harding is next, then Andrew Priolo, back then to Trent Picton, Bradley Mayolo, Chris Coyle, AJ Nash.
The form as he salutes the crowd, and that is a very impressive victory. And he just had been getting better and better as he stands on the front of the car. What about putting your hands together again for Caden Manders? And he had to really just withstand the pressure and got the better of Dane Kingshot. Dane Kingshot then tried to chase hard. Daniel Harding was doing a good job. James Inglis gets him late, so it certainly had the drama, and we had a number of retirees ahead of that with Mackenzie Davis, Milling, King, Corbett and Williamson, of course, who went upside down. As we can see,
front rear is absolutely stuffed.
Well, we talked about the track going black, and normally when you see that track going black, it means that there's rubber being left there, and there's an example of that.
Yeah.
Still 3 feature races to come, the late model.